Hey YouTube, Courtney here from Courtney's Handmade Glaze and Resins on Facebook. I'm sorry if you can't hear me too well. It is very, very late and my daughter is sleeping nearby. But I wanted to take these items that I got from my trade on Elfster. It was through Facebook, and I wanted to make a what not to do with your resin. So I'm not doing this to be rude. I'm not doing this to bash anybody. I am doing this completely for awareness and for tips to new resin makers. I'm not sure if she's new. I don't know how long she's been doing it. I will not be giving you her name or her shop name because like I said, excuse me, because like I said, I'm not doing this to bash anybody. It is simply like a reverse how-to. So the first thing I'm going to show you, you probably remember seeing these if you watched my last video. It was an update, just a mail opening. So it was this little Twin Stars piece. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Which is pretty cute. I really liked the idea of it. It has these embellishments on the front here and this kind of paper on the outside. The image is very, very cute, and she kind of dotted with acrylic paint around the edges. It did come attached exactly like this to another cameo. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it was supposed to, if they got stuck together, but I did end up peeling it off. It came right off. As you can see, there's a bunch of whatever that is on that piece, and then it's all over the back of this one as well. So the reason I took it off was because when I was kind of, you know, messing with it and playing around with it, I noticed that it does this. So this is a definitely not, you know, like definitely don't send pieces out like this, please, because this is not a fully cured piece, as you can tell. One of the reasons could be she didn't mix a proper 50-50 ratio. It has to be exact. She didn't mix long enough. She used too much colorant. There's a couple different reasons that something like this could happen. So you do not want to send out pieces that will bend. She does live in a very cold climate. I do know that, and it has been warm here for a few days. But I actually set my air conditioner purposely down to 60 degrees for about 4 hours and let this sit almost directly in front of the air conditioner, and this is still, I just picked it up from there. I shut my air off for the purpose of you being able to hear me, and this came right out from in front of the air conditioner, and as you can see, it is still very, very bendy. This piece does bend as well, not as much, but it does have bend to it. You really have to work at it to make it bend, but you don't want any bending whatsoever. You do not want your pieces to bend. This piece is very, very cute. It's adorable. Again, the idea is very cute. She put a resin star on top of the anchor, painted it, you know, pretty well. The paint looks really good where she painted it and everything, but when you flip it over, you can see all around the edges here are not sanded, filed. The back is not domed. It's pretty much an unfinished piece. She kind of just popped it out, stuck a key fob on there, and sent it away. So this is very, very sharp. Look, I'll show you. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up, but you see what it did to my finger there? It left a pretty big indent. But yeah, you can just kind of tell from the sides. You know, you want to dome the backs of your pieces, and I understand sometimes you might just not have time, you might not be any good at doming, you know, whatever the reason may be. But if that is the case, take a nail file, some sandpaper, a Dremel. There's so many different options that you probably just have lying around the house and don't even realize it. And just, you know, file down these edges right here, because you don't want this. This is, it's dangerous. You know, what if I wanted to make this into a necklace for my daughter, or any of these pieces? You know, I can't do that now because it's very extremely sharp. I'm really sorry about the focus. It's really terrible right now because it's pretty dark. And then last but not least is this keychain. This is everything that she sent me. So every piece is the same. This actually had another piece attached to it. It was a set of cherries, and they broke off. You can see the jump ring is still intact. there was a loop on the top of the cherries, similar to, sorry, this right here. And when I was showing my husband, it kind of just ripped right through and fell off. Because again, just like the cameos, these pieces bend right in half. The mirror here, she did dome the inside of it in the middle. Well, not really dome, she just kind of filled it up with resin. And that's how sticky it is. This is up, off, you know, not touching anything. I'm not holding it. It is just attached to my thumb. And it's so sticky. I am highly, highly allergic to resin. Now, I don't know what kind she used. I have not broken out from touching it, but it is not cured. And resin that is not cured can cause allergic reactions in some people. Now, as I said, I'm not doing this video to bash. I'm doing it because, I guess, to raise awareness on not sending out pieces like this. I mean, really, look at this. The idea behind all of it was so sweet, and she was very generous sending me all of this. I know she might have worked very hard on it, but you just can't send people things like this. Because like I said, I'm very allergic to resin, and this is not cured. So if I were to touch this or wear this or anything like that, that could possibly make me break out. And like I said, it hasn't. I have broken out on my chest before from pieces that I made myself that were sticky on the back that I did not sell because they were sticky on the back. So it is possible. It does happen. And again, even with these smaller pieces, they're so sharp on the back. They're very, very sharp. And all of them, every piece on this keychain right here, they just bend right in half. And the front of this, again, is so super sticky. So I'm going to say it one more time. I don't mean to bash anybody. I really don't, which is why I would never give you her name or her shop name or anything like that. I just want to let you ladies know what not to do. Please, please, please. If you're in a hurry, if you're in a hurry, you know, contact your customers, ask them to give you one extra day. I'm sure one day is not going to affect anything. And let your pieces sit out. Let them sit out of the molds, let them breathe for a little while, and then check them. Make sure they don't bend. Make sure they're not sticky. You want to send out quality work, because if you don't, somebody will post a video like this and they might not be as nice as I am by not giving out your shop name. You might, you know, you could lose tons and tons of business from one bad order. That's all it takes is one bad review, especially when you sell online, because people really need to go by that. You don't have a store that they can just walk right into and pick up your products and test them out and feel them and hold them and shake them and squeeze them and smell them and see them up close. So all of your I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. It's very, very late, but I really wanted to just get this video up. So a lot of what people go by is what other people have to say. That's what I'm trying to say. And if I were doing this to simply be like, you know, oh, don't buy from this girl, or oh, she's terrible, then that would be different. But I only want you ladies to see that this is not okay and that you should not do this. Please, please do not do this. So maybe this video could help, because as I said, pieces could be bendy from not mixing a proper 50-50 ratio. They could be bendy from, you know, you could have a proper mix, but you just didn't mix it enough. Maybe you added too much coloring, even too much glitter. If you mix your glitter in with your resins, it could make it bendy. Excuse me, it could keep it from curing. Any type of, even if it's made for resin, cast and craft dye, you know, Pearlex, anything like that can make your pieces bendy if you use too much of it. So I really hope that this was informative. I hope I helped somebody out, even just one person. I would be very grateful. So if you have any other questions about how to avoid bendiness or avoid stickiness or anything like that, please leave it in the comments. Let me know if this video helped you. I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and I think we're almost at 50 subscribers, if not at 50. So I'm going to go and check that. And if we are at 50, I'm going to choose our giveaway winner tomorrow. And I will announce that in a video. So you have to make sure you keep up with everything and watch them all the way through. I know I can ramble, but usually the good stuff's at the end. So I'm going to head to bed now because it's very late. We're going to a fair tomorrow. I'm super excited. But anyway, I will see you when we do the giveaway video. I also have a resin update too coming very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that as well. Real quick, sorry. I worked on some squishies. I made this one myself. Now keep in mind, these are my first pieces that I've ever, my first squishies that I've ever done. This one's still a little bit sticky. It's not all the way dry yet, but it's not extremely squishy, but it is really, really soft. This is a chocolate macaron with strawberry drizzle and chocolate chips, and I think I'm going to put more white around the edge because you can kind of see through to the brown a little bit, and I want it to just be pure white, so it looks like pure white whipped cream filling. And then I made this one, which I really like the colors. They're very unorthodox. I put some glitter on the top there, but I think it's really cute. It's a, I guess an vanilla ice cream sandwich. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to do something simple to kind of play with my paint and see how it would turn out. So this is what I came up with. This one's actually pretty squishy. It's hard to squish with one hand, I'm sorry. So yeah, you can see after I take my thumb off, it's still rising, but I really like this one. I think I'm actually going to keep it, but I will be opening a store envy once I get better at making these because I do really enjoy it, and I hope, you guys can enjoy them too once I get a little better at it. But I have a couple more with paint drying on them. I'll show you during my resin update, so hopefully you like this video. I know it was a little bit of everything and a little bit long, and I'm sorry about that, but I'll see you next time, YouTube, and I appreciate you sticking with me till the end. All right, good night. Bye.